Breathe in. Right, well, here we are then. We're taking a long walk from the village. Morning, having a wander about. This walk's been open, I suppose, my lifeline really, doing these walks around here. I thought today I'd take you with me, a bit of company, and we'll go and see what there is to be seen. Sit back and relax. Let me do the work, as usual. Well, we're out and running. Stretching the legs. Early spring. Well, the church is in that direction. We're at the village crossroads, bottom of the hill, with the church down there. We're heading that way. That field is normally under about 5 foot of water in the flood season. Thankfully not now. Great pile of debris there which has been cleared off the roads and ditches after the recent floods. That's a big old beast, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? It's one of those hush-hush days with very little wind. Gorgeous for walking in and so atmospheric. The shrubs and the hedges not quite out yet, quite early on in the spring. So they're making a start. Well, not that one, nor that one. We keep going. If we were trying to walk this in the floods, the water would be well over our heads here, as you can see by the debris in the top of the hedge. This will do us. We're up there. Great House Lane. The beauty of lockdown is these roads are remarkably quiet, which is wonderful really. You'll take advantages where you can. It's about the only one I can think of. There is the great house. And again in the hedge here you can see the line of debris well over our heads here. I suspect the farmer's waiting for this field to dry out a bit more before he can get on and plant this year's crop. Looking a bit boggy still. Still making progress. Look at this mixture of locally fired bricks. Oh, gorgeous. Probably all different shapes, sizes and colours. Local clay. Unfortunately, you get salt in it from the tidal river. Delightfully named Folly Cottage. Don't know what the folly was. Well, that looks promising. That doesn't. Mother and calf. I think we'll leave them in peace. There's a photograph here somewhere. Up there of this. There's the great house. Well, we're starting to climb a bit now. Heading up the hill. The celandine's alright. If you believe March the 21st is the first day of spring, that was yesterday. Right, a junction. Right, that'll do for us. Even better. A wonky old lane. Evidence of horses using this, which is good. It means the road is likely to be open. It does get somewhat overgrown. Well, we seem to be the centre of attention here. This is the fan club. Here's our path up past the blossom tree. You can see the shape of the landscape here, look. We can start climbing. Looks like we've had a goose round here somewhere. Bit big for a duck, going for a goose. In a nice muddy patch. Paw print as well. Don't you just love these sunken lanes? Here, look. The remains of the tarmac. If you look on the map, this looks like any other road, but as you'll see as we get farther up, I wouldn't want to risk it. And it does say, doesn't it, unsuitable for motor vehicles, and I think they got that right. Well, we're entering into the tree tunnel now. This is evidently quite a shortcut for horses, a lot of hoof prints, which is good. It means they keep it open. Isn't that gorgeous? It's nice to film this when there's sunshine and shadows, but it does make the exposure somewhat difficult. Whereas in these conditions, the camera copes a treat. I wonder how these sunken roads get formed. Is there a stream coming down here at one time and it erodes the path? Is it dug out by people wanting to shelter as they move around their farms and between places? Might be an old pack horse route, mightn't it? Or was it just worn out by people over the centuries walking up and down? I wonder. I suppose it's a mixture of all of them, really. It's a bit rough going here and there. What do you expect? The carts must have rumbled up and down here in the day. There's some water there, look, reinforces the stream theory for digging out the path. Should take a bit more than that though. Here's the beauty of the equine folk, look, they've cleared the path. You can almost see it as a road now. Still wouldn't risk it though. A last look down the lane. We're coming out of the pretty bit now into just the pretty bit. Someone's been down here with a hedge trimmer, look, cutting it all back, which is good, and they've left the pretty part, which is amazing really. Disadvantage of the equine crowd, of course. If any soft mud about, they chew it up. Just about passable so far. Looks a bit marginal up there. Yeah, slightly marginal, I have to say. But we've made it. Got boots on for the job anyway, so should be alright. Ah, next. A rather loud bee. Tirley Woods, except they're called something like Cotswolds for some unknown reason. Okay, salvation in sight. Back to the road. Had we taken that first turning as we set off down this road, this is where we would have come out. And we always have the option to turn right and go back that way, retrace our steps along some of it. But today we're full of adventure, so we're moving on. Along here, in fact. Ooh, pheasant on the move. Some woolies with their early spring lambs. And moving on. And a turn off back up to the woods on top of the hill. Some interested onlookers. Oh, kind of. And running all down here, a stream, well, of sorts, good chance to clean the boots. That's better. Onward, ever onward. A tiny fraction of blue sky. Our luck about to change. Main road ahead. Pretty. Better if I could keep the camera steady. Rear end of some sheep, waiting for the spring lambing to start, I think. They look wide enough. A noisy helicopter this time, goodness me. We'll make a left. Right, we'll head up here. Look at the wonderful situation of this place here, right out on a promontory. Must be some magnificent views from there. Another nice view of the Malvern Hills, stretching into the distance. And this little community known as Tirley Knoll, a noisy car. This isn't exactly a busy road, but this is a quieter one still. Blue sky appearing. Well trimmed hedges in this part of the world. A caring landowner. If it's a farmer or not. on our distant horizon, heading that way. Lovely old fence post, complete with the farmer's security lock. Lovely. Right, tucked away in the distance, the objective for today, home again. Old farmstead nestled amongst the trees and the bushes. Wow, look who's come to join us. The Shadow. Where have you been? You're late. Should have been here hours ago. Our road now goes along this hedgerow here, right over to the right. And then if you see the next hedge beyond it, it comes back over and goes right over to the left. Why couldn't it just go straight on? We've got the moon up there. Not that late, is it? Look at this old barn. Bringing you into shot. And that gable end look. Amazing. No doubt that could tell a few stories of sights it's seen. Gaggle of old trees here. And an old traditional orchard with a few gnarled remains. Look at the shapes of these trees. Aren't that beautiful? Still in the old orchard. Bit of blue sky cheers everything up, doesn't it? There in the distance, Tirley Hill, which we walked past not too long ago. Turned out nice. Not too far from home now. We'll take a right here then. Down that way. Home territory now. And there we go. Down into the village. Nearly there. Right, there we are, home again. Thanks for your company. If you enjoyed that, there's plenty more on the channel. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one.